Write many forms. Write many forms. If there is no auxiliary verb or helping verb, there is no question stack, right? Then what do you think? This question does not have a question stack. If we think it, we are absolutely wrong, because this question has a question stack. Such types of questions are depending on main verbs, right? And here we can see the main verb, and that is verb 1. In this question, verb 5. In this question, verb 2. As you know that if we get verb 1, verb 2 and verb 5 in the sentences, we do not get their auxiliary verbs beyond questions. Do not get confused here. Yes. And in this question, we can see verb 1. That is why we do not see there, we do not see in this question auxiliary verb or helping verb. We must know the auxiliary verb ourselves. What is this? Let me tell you. This is a kind of logic, simple logic. When we get verb 1 in the sentences, we must use their do. Remember this, because do is verb 1. When we get verb 5 in the sentences, we must use their does, because it is what? Verb 5. When we get sentences, must use their did, because it is verb 2. Remember it. What is the verb 2 of do? Did. What is the verb 3 of do? Done. What is the verb 4 of do? Doing. What is the verb 5 of do? Does. गर्नु, गर्यो, गरेको, गरिरहेको or गर्छ. What is this? These are forms of verbs or not. This is verb 1, this is verb 5 and this is verb 2. Likewise, when we get such type of questions, we must use these kinds of forms of verbs beyond questions. Remember, please. And now it is, what is this? Verb 1. What is this? Verb 1. What does verb 1 take? Definitely do. Beyond question. Verb 1, what does verb 1 take? Do. Okay, and we must contract there. We must contract there, because positive, negative, negative, positive. If the statements are in positive, there must be the tag in negative. If the statements are in negative, there must be the tag in positive beyond questions. Remember, please. So now here, this question, this statement is in positive and there must be the tag in negative. Okay, and this is verb 1. So here we must use do, and then after, what is the contraction between do plus not? Definitely it happens don't. Remember this. Contraction form we must use there. Contraction form we must use there. If we use here do not, then it is wrong. Remember, we must use their contracted form, means contraction there must be. So here don't. And what is the subject? We. What is the subject? We. Isn't it? It is we is a subject, and that subject must be converted into pronoun. Remember this. These are subjects. These are all subjects as well as pronouns. But do not talk about pronouns right now. These all are subjects, and these all subjects must be converted into pronouns. Okay, must be converted into pronouns. So now, what is the pronoun of we? We say, don't worry, don't we. So now, what is this? Verb 5. What does verb 5 take? Does. Okay, does. Does. Makes does. Okay, does plus not doesn't. And what is the subject? She, and this is pronoun, don't worry. And remember that when we write the tag here, it must be started with a small letter. Remember, it must be started with a small letter. If we use a capital letter, then it becomes wrong. Then means it is wrong. So we must use here a small letter. Okay, in the tag. We must use a small letter except I and O. Except I and O. Single I, single O. So when we use I, there must be I in capital. Single I. So now, what is this? Verb 2. What is this? Verb 2. So verb 2 means a did. What does verb 2 take in the tag? Did. Beyond question. So here, did. Plus not means didn't. And what is the subject here? They. What is the pronoun? They. And there must means that our tag must be ended with a question mark. Must be ended with a question mark. Because we want to confirm that. What? We want to confirm that. When we want to confirm something, we must end that sentence, end that tag with a question mark. And there I have ended with a question mark. You also end it with a question mark. So now, the main topic of today, I have some money to invest. He has a car. You had your breakfast. The main topic of today it is. We often make mistakes there. We often get confused in such type of questions. Remember, please let me tell you something, and please try to understand it and take it seriously. So when we get verb 3, after has, have or had, once again, when we get verb 3 has after, have after or had after, then that is our sentence of perfect tense. Okay. When we after these verbs, after have, after has or after had, verb 3, then those sentences are sentences of perfect tense. Those sentences are of perfect tense because subject plus, has a plus, verb 3 plus subject. Subject plus, had plus, verb 3 plus subject, or subject plus, will have or shall have plus, verb 3 plus object. There must be verb 3 to be called that sentence. What? Perfect tense. And here we do not see verb 3 after have, verb 3 after has, verb 3 after had. We don't have. So all these verbs are used here as main verbs. All these verbs are used here as main verbs. These verbs are not used here as helping or auxiliary verbs. Right? All these verbs are used here as main verbs. And this is our verb 1. This is our verb 5. And this is our verb 2. Remember it, please. This is our verb 1. This is our verb 5. And this is our verb 2. And we know that when we get verb 1 in the sentences, we must use their do. When we get verb 5 in the sentences, we must use their does. When we get verb 2 in the sentences, we must use their what? Did beyond question. And here we do have verb 1. Verb 1 means do. And not means do not means don't. And what is the subject? I. And see here, at the time I had told you, when we write single I, that does not matter where we write. What? Single I, that does not matter. Wherever you write single I, we must use their capital I. We must write capital I there. We must remember that. No matter where it falls in the sentences, where it lies in the sentences, that does not matter. So, don't I. Now he has a car. So has means verb 5, doesn't. And what is the subject? He. And what is the pronoun of he? She. You had your breakfast. So here had means verb 2. What is verb 2? So verb 2 means didn't. What is the subject? You means you. Remember please. So when we get verb 3 after have, has and had, then these are considered helping verbs. So when we do not get their verb 3 after have, after has and after had, then these are used or considered as main verbs. So that doesn't he, don't I, and here didn't.